The Toronto Raptors have added some much needed depth into the center position by signing Malik Williams on a 10-day contract. And if you don't know who Malik Williams is, well, you're going to know at the end of this video. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody, to Amateur Sports. This is the YouTube channel completely dedicated to Toronto Raptors content in videos and live streams. So if you like what you see from this video, then make sure you do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're getting very close to that 17,000 sub milestone. In return, you get all this great Raptors content for the rest of the regular season and beyond. But today's video, it's all about Malik Williams and figuring out just who this player is. The Toronto Raptors signed the 25-year-old on a 10-day contract again because there is very much a need for center depth for this team. There was a need for center depth before Jakob Poeltl got injured. Then he got injured. He's going to miss the rest of the season. There was a need for center depth before Jontay Porter decided to alter the outcome of some games with some sports books involved, and definitely is not going to be playing with the Raptors for the rest of the season. Potentially will never be playing with the Raptors again. So the Raptors have decided to go out and sign Malik Williams out of the G League. He'd been playing for the Sioux Falls Force. Hey, gang. Not only did I just pronounce Sioux Falls as Sioux Falls, I also refer to their G League team as the Sioux Falls Force when in fact they are the Sioux Falls Sky Force. Now, I could have easily Googled this ahead of time, but I obviously did not. I just referred to them incorrectly, and I will refer to them incorrectly for the entire video. Just keep that in mind. The Miami Heat's G League affiliate and the Raptors decided they needed some size, so it's time to get to know the player. Over the course of this video, we're going to talk about what Malik Williams accomplished in the G League this season. We're going to talk about what he's done previously in basketball. And at the end of the video, we're going to decide what sort of impact he can actually have on the Raptors in this 10-day period. And we're also going to discuss if he can potentially have an impact beyond just that 10-day contract. Because the Raptors, they've been very giving with these contracts as of late. When a player comes in on a 10-day contract, if they're showcasing some sign of promise, well, they've been rewarded with a second 10-day contract in the case of Jamias Ramsey, or they've been given a two-way contract with the Raptors in the case of DJ Carton. Now, it's kind of a shame that DJ Carton got injured. We haven't had more of a sight of him, but they provided these players a platform, and they provided these players an opportunity to showcase their ability in the NBA at the NBA level. It didn't really work out with Kobe Simmons, who brought some nice hustle to the team, but maybe not so much an ability. Can that change with Malik Williams? Well, let's take a look at what he accomplished in the G League with the Sioux Falls Force so far this season, and he's had a pretty good sample of games at 33 games here. He started 24 of these games overall, where his numbers showcase that of a big with maybe some shades, some slight ability to space the floor, certainly somebody who's not afraid to take on three-point opportunities. But overall, he's averaged 11.1 points per game, 9.2 rebounds per game. He is 6'11", so brings some nice size. That leads to some rebounding as well. Also added on 1.4 assists, but the efficiency is kind of strange here. Only a 43.6% shooter from the field, but is shooting 32% on threes in just under 3 attempts per game. Also added in just over a block per game for the Sioux Falls Force. So that's enough for the Raps to decide, let's give this guy an opportunity to play in the NBA because we're missing that size. Like, the Raptors just need help in these positions right now, so why not provide somebody the opportunity to do that who brings some size, who can maybe marginally protect the rim just by having that sort of size. And hey, on offense, he's willing to shoot. He's taken 2.9 attempts per game in the G League. He is willing to let it fly from deep if he's provided the opportunity to do so. But do these statistics line up with what he also showcased in college ball where he played for Louisville? Let's take a look in here at what he accomplished in his 5th season. Played the full 5 years of college basketball, was the captain on Louisville for 3 seasons. So definitely brought some leadership qualities, definitely brought some ability, but his most productive season was that 5th season where he did manage 9.5 points per game, 8 rebounds a game, and assists on pretty similar levels of efficiency. 45.5% shooting from the field, just over 30% shooting from 3, and just under 1 block per game. After he finished his 5 years of college basketball, his first year of pro basketball was not actually played in North America. In fact, he went to Poland where he had some similar levels of numbers overall, but after some decent play in Poland, he was provided an opportunity in the G League, trying to make his NBA dream a reality, and it looks as though he has done just that. The Raptors are in no position to refuse help in the center position at the moment, so it looks as though he will be making his NBA debut. We'll see how quickly that happens, but it very much seems as though he will be making his NBA debut with the Toronto Raptors. So as far as the fit with the team right now, what Raptors fans can expect this player to bring over the 10-day contract, look, this is not a world-beating signing. The Raptors just feel as though maybe they just don't want to see Garrett Temple playing as the backup center anymore, because that's been what the situation is for this team. Garrett Temple is being shoehorned into the center spot. Jontay Porter had every opportunity to earn himself a new NBA contract with his play for the rest of the season. He allegedly has made a decision that is going to hamper his ability to find pro basketball anywhere, especially in the NBA, especially in North America. So the Raptors are in a tough spot. They already were in a tough spot. Jontay Porter wasn't showing improvements defensively, was showing improvements out of the high post playmaking on offense, but again, he's no longer with the team. And the Raptors, even with Kelly Olynyk involved, like we had that recent game against the Lakers. Now, I'm not suggesting that Malik Williams is going to be able to compete with Anthony Davis, but what I am saying is at least we have a bigger, more capable body to throw at opposition bigs, which we have just not had ever since Jakob Poeltl got injured. 25 games without Jakob Poeltl for the Raptors. They only have managed 2 wins. They've lost 14 games in a row. And honestly, look, this isn't necessarily a player that they probably see as a player for the future, a player with loads of potential they want to get a look at. Yes, there is maybe a bit of three-point shooting upside. Can he fine-tune that? Potentially. And for a big, they can be late bloomers, like 25 years old. It's not exactly young, but it's not exactly old either. So the Raptors want to give this guy a look. And honestly, a lot of it, they just want to be fair to the guys out there. It's not fair to throw out people trying to make their mark, like Javon Freeman Liberty, like potentially Jordan Nwora trying to earn himself his next NBA contract, and other younger players, other developing players who are playing them. It's unfair to these guys to throw them into a team where there's no rim protection whatsoever. That makes their job as a defender so much more difficult. They can't usher their check into the paint where they're met by a big who can actually do some sort of rim protection. And with all due respect to Garrett Temple, he's just not providing that. So when they're defending a guy, bringing him into the paint, they're met by Garrett Temple. And other times they're met by Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk's a great player, but he's not a great defender, especially not a terrific rim protector. So, hey, provide this guy an opportunity. I think he's going to get some decent minutes in the backup center position. And for Malik Williams, hey, he's had a decent year in the G League, showcasing some levels of providing G League big minutes. I assume that these stats are more than good enough to earn himself another year in the G League, or perhaps playing professional ball elsewhere. Like, people forget, you can make really good money playing basketball abroad, playing basketball in Europe, playing basketball in South America, playing basketball in Asia. Here is his opportunity to showcase his ability on pretty much the world stage in the NBA. The Raptors are going to get a decent look at him over the 10-day contract. We'll see how he fits. We'll see if he looks as though he belongs. We'll see if he looks as though he's completely out of place. But overall, the long-term fit for Malik Williams and the Raptors probably, honestly, is non-existent. I think it's fun to get excited about these players and think about what they could accomplish and how much they could help the Raptors. But ultimately, what this comes down to, he's 6'11". He's big. The Raptors need size right now. And on offense, he has some sort of ability to shoot the 3 ball. He has a willingness to shoot the 3 ball and space the floor and allow for more space for guys around to get opportunities. This is not really, a sort of winning move for the Raptors here. This is just going to allow the Raptors to get a better look at the players they already have and make these games a little bit easier to maneuver by actually having some sort of size to come off the bench for Kelly Olynyk. So overall, hey, 10-day contract. He's going to get some minutes. It's a decent signing for the Raptors. I'm excited to see what he looks like within the team here. I'm looking for anything to be excited when it comes to Raptors games right now. But we're still covering them. We're still getting through the content. And we're still providing you with Raptors videos like this, as well as live stream watch parties. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content like this. Before you go, let me know in the comments down below what you think of the signing of Malik Williams. And I'll see you again next time for another video. Listen, I don't know what happened. I know the Skyforce. I've heard of the Skyforce. I just saw in all the photos of him, the jersey said Force, so I think that just screwed me up for the video. As far as Sioux Falls, I have never heard of Sioux Falls. I don't know what happened. My bad.